Hello friends, in previous session we have discussed passing parameter in function. Today we will talk about returning values from function in Python. So let's see, function in Python may or may not return a value. There can be broadly two types of function in Python. First is function returning some value is also known as non-void function, and second one, function not returning any value, is also known as void functions. So first we will talk about function returning some value. This is also known as non-void function. The functions that return some computant result in term of a value fall in this category. The computant value is returned using a return statement. Syntax is just we have to use keyword return then value. The value provided in return statement, it may be any literal value or maybe variable or maybe expression. These are some legal return statement. You can see here in first statement we have given literal, integer literal, and in second statement we have provided variable. In third, fourth and fifth we have provided expression. So return statement can return literal, variable or expression. Suppose we have a function sum having two parameters x and y containing body part as s equal to x plus y return s. And when we invoking this function, so return equal to sum 5 comma 3, this is written at top level statement. So when we invoke sum function with two value 5 and 3, it will jump to the definition part of the function sum, and x will receive value 5 and y will receive value 3. And after adding 5 and 3, computant value will be stored in variable s, and this s variable will returned by the statement return. So here function sum is returning one variable to the calling function. So result will be 8. Remember some points. The returned value of a function should be used in the caller function, program inside an expression or a statement. So you can see here when we invoked function sum and when function returned computant value, it will be stored in any variable, or we can write the statement with the print statement. So in this position it will receive the computant value as well as print the result in the same line. The return statement ends a function execution. Listen carefully. The function statement ends a function execution even if it is in the middle of the function. See the example. I am defining one function check. When we invoke the function check with parameter -15, it will execute the function check, and here math.fabs calculate the Fibonacci values of a, and computant value will be stored in variable a. Then here I have written return a. So when interpreter receive this command, it will end the function execution, and from this position it will move to the calling function. So return statement ends a function execution. So here in this line, this function's check execution will be over and it will move to the calling function. And suppose I am writing here print A, so there is no use of this statement. Why? This statement is unreachable because check function will end with return keyword and control will never reach these statements. So remember that statement return ends a function execution. We will talk about second part. Function not returning any value is also known as void function. The functions that perform some action or do some work but do not return any computant value or final value to the caller are known as void function. A void function may or may not have a return statement. If a void function has a return statement, then it takes the following form. We have to write only keyword returned without mentioning any literals or variables or expression. So these are the form of void function. You can see here void function but no return statement, void function but no return statement, without argument, with argument. So you can see here function A doesn't have return statement even though doesn't have any argument, but function B doesn't have return statement but having some parameter name. You can see here in third situation, void function with a return statement without argument, void function with a return statement with arguments. So C function having return statement but doesn't have any argument. D function have return statement and also having some parameters or arguments. So these are the four possibility of the void function, or we can say these are the four forms of void function. So in Python we can have following four combination of function. First, non-void functions without any argument, non-void function with some argument, void functions without any argument, void function with some arguments. Returning multiple values means return statement can return more than one values. The return multiple values from a function, you have to ensure following things. First, to return a statement inside a function body should be of form given below. We have to write return keyword, then value 1, comma, value 2, comma, value 3. Just now we saw return statement can return any value, any variable or any expression. Remember that multiple values can be separated by the separator comma. In second way, the function call statement should receive or use the returned value in one of the following way. First, either receive the returned value in form of tuple variable, or in second has to receive the value in the variables. So you can see here in first situation, squared function returning three expression. First one x into x, second y into y, z into z. So here return statement returning three expression and calling function received these functions these values in tuple t. But in second situation, when squared returning three expression is stored in variable A, B and C respectively. So in first situation, the received value is stored in tuple T, whereas in second situation, returning values are stored in separate variables. So we will discuss one program. Suppose program that receives two numbers in a function and returns the result of all arithmetic operations like plus, minus, multi, division and modulus. So for this we have defined one function, rcal function, having two parameters, and this function containing body part written first expression comma second expression, then third expression comma fourth expression and fifth expression. At top level statement, we have written num1 equal to in input enter value for receiving first value, and here num2 receiving second value. And in this position, we are invoking the function rcal with two arguments num1 and num2. So we are invoking the function argcal. It will jump to the definition part of the argcal. So x will receive the value num1 and y will receive the value num2. Then returning value, first value by adding them, second value by subtracting them, then multiplied them, then divide them, then modulus them. So here this return statement returning multiple values in the form of expression. So when it will return the value to the calling function, here separately add, sub, multi, div, mod variables are available to receive the value. So we can receive this value in the separate variable, or we can receive these value in the form of tuple. Then here we are displaying the result value, add, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus value. So what will be the output? Suppose you have entered 13 and 7. So according to the entered value, it will show the sum, subtraction, product, division and modulus of the value. So we will talk about composition. Composition in general refers to using an expression as a part of a larger expression or a statement as a part of larger statement. And it can be three types. First, it can be arithmetic expression, or it can be logical expression, or it can be function call. So these are the composition. Thank you for listening me.